withdrawn from the matrimonial home and has been staying apart for a year. So if you are coming to the court and you are claiming abandonment and it is not Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mary. I'm a lawyer and a real estate consultant, and on this YouTube channel I share content on legal matters, real estate and general life matters. If you're yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel, please make sure you click on the subscribe button right away. Thank you so much for doing that. So today is the 17th of July 2022 and 15th of July was my birthday. So in the comment section, please do well to drop happy birthday to me, and also say a word of prayer, whatever you want to say, anything you want to do, just share something in the comment section. Thank you so much. So yeah, I've been away for a while. Content creation is not the only thing I do, so consistency is a thing for me on this YouTube channel, honestly speaking, because starting again now I'm actually not preempting myself, but I'm just saying that I am not, it's actually so taxing for me. Okay, I'm just one person, and I actually understand people are doing it with other jobs, but for me, I have a couple of things. Apart from my 9 to 5, I have other things I'm doing, so consistency is a thing. So please just take me the way I am. I'll try to put out content. I'll try to be consistent this time around. Okay, I want to actually start a series on grants for dissolution of marriage in Nigeria. We all know, if you have been watching my videos, you must have heard me a lot of times saying the only grant for dissolution of marriage in Nigeria is that the marriage is broken down irretrievably. That is just the term, the general term to say your marriage is broken down. That is, the issues in the marriage are so severe that the marriage can no longer be saved, and we are asking for a dissolution of that marriage from the court. So that is just the term. A lot of things will be put into consideration before you can say that. So some of those things that you can bring before the court to now make that pronouncement that your marriage is broken down irretrievably, those are the things I will be sharing in the videos in the series. So in this particular video, I'll be sharing just one. So which is desertion, is alternatively called abandonment. So you can come before the court to say that based on certain facts, that your partner has actually abandoned you, probably you and the children, and that is why you want the court to dissolve that marriage. Okay, so to explain the definition of desertion or abandonment, it means that in this context, it means that the husband or the wife has actually abandoned the other spouse for a period not less than 1 year. The person has withdrawn from the matrimonial home and has been staying apart for a year. So if you are coming to the court and you are claiming abandonment and it is not up to a year, it will not avail you. Okay, you may need to check other grants. You must prove 4 things before the court can actually hear your application for a dissolution of your marriage on the ground of desertion. Number 1 is there must be an intention. You're coming before the court to say your spouse, your estranged spouse, has actually abandoned you and probably your children. So there must be an intention. It wouldn't be that Mr. A traveled to the United States or left Nigeria for about 6 months or let's say a year and you are claiming abandonment. There must be an intention to totally withdraw from the matrimonial home. So the fact that Mr. A traveled would not mean that he actually abandoned you. It could be maybe for his work or for vacation. So the intention to actually withdraw from the matrimonial home, you must be able to prove that to the court. The intention of not returning to the matrimonial home. So that intention must be there. And the second thing is there must be lack of consent. If you and your spouse are having issues in the house and he said or she goes by the words that, okay, I need to leave this house, we are no longer compatible, and the person left, you must not give consent to that particular act. You consenting to it if there is a dissolution, there is a proceeding in court right now, and the respondents, you are the petitioner, the respondent can actually come and say you actually consenting to it. So there must not be consent. The man or the woman leaving the house, you as a petitioner, you must not consent to that act. So if you consent to it, it means you actually permitted the abandonment, and you cannot be saying you suffered from it. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about right now. So that is the second point. That point is physical abandonment. When we talk about desertion, there must be that act that is obvious, that can be proved that that person actually left the matrimonial home. It could also means withdrawing from the room that is meant to be shared between the husband and wife, and you going to one, maybe another flat in the compound. It can actually prove that as well. Okay, so there must be that physical abandonment must be there. The physical abandonment could as well means when your partner actually refuses to consummate the marriage, that is no sexual intercourse between you two. So you can actually say that as a physical abandonment as well. Reasonable ground for your spouse withdrawing or abandoning you and your family and refusing to continue to cohabitate the marriage. Okay, if you are in a house and probably there's domestic violence, you wouldn't say the man or the woman withdrawing from the matrimonial home, no call to actually grant that as an abandonment, because he or she must have left that house because it is no longer safe. Okay, so that may not come under abandonment. So you as a petitioner must be able to prove to the court that there is no just cause for the respondent's action of leaving the house. That is, you have been trying your part to make everything peaceful. You have not done anything to warrant the respondent to actually leave the matrimonial home. So all those 4 points must be present before you can claim abandonment or desertion as a ground for dissolution of your marriage. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be sharing another video on other grounds that you can prove to the court, on other facts that you can prove to the court that your marriage has broken down irretrievably. And do not forget, if your marriage is that can be saved, please do not hesitate to do that. Okay, we don't advocate for divorce except in extreme cases of domestic violence and all that. Okay, so please do it. And I'll also be bringing a relationship and marriage expert that will be sharing with me. We're creating the content together very soon, and I'll be sharing that by God's grace on my YouTube channel on how to fix your marriage and stop divorce. Okay, so I wouldn't want people to see that I'm always posting videos about how to dissolve a marriage. I also want to share a content about how to fix a marriage. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe.